我们这个协会里面来。这个呢，我相信只是一个我们今天呢，只是我们一个小小的开始。
It's a great room. This is the Jubilee room. I'm going to start by introducing the Jubilee room. The Jubilee room is a very historical room in New South Wales Parliament that's got over 200 years history. So this room is actually for a hearing. So there's the tables on the left side and the right side is actually attached together, and you'll have a hearing. And then you'll have adjudicators, and you'll have people writing down important stuff. So all these books out there are actually real. They're of 200 years history. So 200 years ago, when people had hearing and they were important, people wrote them down into books. So we selected this room because first it was a very historical room, and having history, they're linking it with business, with the ABCA, really makes important meaning out of it. So everyone looks so serious. I think it'll be nice to relax and be comfortable and exchange name cards so that businesses can connect with each other, because connecting is actually one of our important aspects of this association. The intercommunication and the interconnection between businesses, between governments at local, at state, at federal level, between countries, between Australia and China, is what the association is about. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got in touch with Matt King. We're not going to wait for him because he's 20 minutes away. He'll be here soon, so we'll introduce him when he comes back in. And to everyone, we're gonna start now. So welcome and thank you for attending and supporting the opening ceremony of the Australian Public Companies Association, known as APCA. So I am Andy Yin and I'll be your MC for tonight. The main purpose of the Australian Public Companies Association at New South Wales Parliament, referring to this launch, is to inform our members and supporters that the association now is set and is about to run. APCA is an Australian-based organisation which is cooperative and well supported by the Australian government. The initiator of APCA can be recognised as an expert in finance and securities with more than 10 years of professional experience in the competitive field. Here tonight, they will be introducing them soon. Together cooperating along with leading Australian brokers, solicitors and accountants, APCA are able to deliver high-quality assistance to local Australian public companies, in particularly companies of a Chinese background. The organisation is more than happy to welcome companies from China who have an inclination to use the public in Australia. Our purpose is to promote the intercommunication and interconnection between Australian and Chinese businesses, to improve the brand reputation of Chinese public companies in Australia, to bring forward and contact between public companies and the Australian government, and to protect the lawful interests of public companies. So that is a brief introduction to APCA. Now we're going to introduce our distinguished guest of the night. Can I please start by introducing Mr. Doug Eaton, OEM. He's the former mayor of Wyong, and as Doug was speaking earlier, Wyong is actually part of Central Coast, and Central Coast is now becoming the third largest council in Australia after amalgamation. So that is a very big council, and Doug is a very successful person in that council. So here we have next to Doug Eaton, his dear wife, his spouse, Ruby. So please welcome Ruby. So let us continue to welcome our distinguished guests from the APCA committee. So obviously we have the president and the person I was referring to before, Anthony Wu. So let us also welcome the vice president of APCA, Amy Mee. Can I welcome the treasurer of the APCA, Wenxi, in the first row. Can I welcome the board chairman, David. And again, we have an associate member of the APCA, another day with you. David will be informing to us and providing supportive comments and his understanding insight into ABCA. So once again, can we please provide a round of applause to all our distinguished guests tonight. So obviously, speaking the brief introduction via words without any sort of external visual resource is obviously not a great idea. I mean, it's a better idea to provide some visual stuff. So now we're going to play a video, and we actually made this video into an English version, so that is more suitable for the environment, suitable for people who do not read Chinese, for example. But yeah, oh, here is Chinese. But please happen.
Australian Public Companies Association, APCA, is registered in Australia, monitored and supported by Australian government. The main bodies of APCA are public companies and entrepreneurs. The sponsor is a leading figure who has more than 10 years' experience in financial security investment, associating with local leading security traders, lawyers, and accountants. APCA mainly serves for local public companies, especially those from China. Also, APCA welcomes and assists Chinese companies who want to be public companies in Australia. The mission of APCA is promoting the connection between Australian and Chinese companies, improving the company image of Chinese companies in Australian Securities Exchange, linking the connection of public companies and government, maintain legal advantages for public companies. Main duties of APCA. First, promoting the understanding and cooperation between Australian and Chinese capital markets, especially improving the image of Chinese companies in Australian capital market. Second, supporting and promoting the operation activities of Chinese enterprises, those who have been listed or are going to be listed in Australia. Third, assisting in maintaining the communication and connection among Australian government, Chinese government, and relevant institutions, and maintain the interests of members. Service purposes. APCA will adhere to the purposes of serving for members, establish a platform for communication and connection, promote communication and connection between members and other relevant institutions, reduce the financing costs for members who have been listed or are going to be listed, maintain legitimate interest for members in Australian capital market, improve popularity and voice of Chinese companies who have listed in Australia, increase confidence of investors from Australia and other countries in Chinese companies to make sure that the shareholders can get expected returns and realize win-win situation of Chinese companies and Australian capital market. APCA services. First, Secretariat provides coordination and help service in finance, tax, law, investment, and financing for members. Second, members could enjoy negotiated price of Strategic Cooperation Unit as VIP. Secretariat provides services including office services, connecting with relevant government department for information of resource and social connection, assisting in arranging meetings and meeting affairs services for entrepreneurs who arrive in Australia. Third, excellent projects in Australia will be recommended to members preferentially. Members have the right to participate in the project promotion meetings held by APCA and government timely. Fourth, members have the right to share all propaganda approaches with APCA to carry out propaganda in the country. Magazine, newspaper, television, internet, app mobile terminal. Fifth, members enjoy the lowest price of pre-IPO tutorship of strategic cooperation partners. Sixth, members can use the logo of APCA in their products to be the appointed products if authorized, the governing unit of our union. Your future is our future. We are sincerely looking forward to your participation.
hopefully that provided a better representation of what APCA is about and for your own understanding and participation in the future. So once again, thank you. So now we're going to have our VIP speeches, and we'll begin by having an introduction speech and a few words from our President of APCA, Anthony. Please welcome.
First I see English first, and I will see the Chinese version later. Dear Mike Team MP, members, VIP guests, thank you very much everyone for enjoying us celebrate this special event, the grand opening for Australia Public Company Association. Chinese, the People's Republic of China, Chairman Xi Jinping said that the Chinese people have a Chinese dream, but in fact, all the people have a dream. Australia dream. It may be a beautiful house, sweet family, a long way to travel, and I would like to see our association also have a dream. We want to build a bridge between China and Australia. We want to like to help the 5 million Chinese small and medium company come to Australia, invest in Australia, listing on Australia. Here is our dream beginning. We have taken the first step. I know we will use our professional experience, powerful political and business resource to make dream come true. Australia Public Company Association, not only association, it's a platform. Will be between the Australia and China. And welcome to join us. Like the video said, your future is our future. Let us say for the dream today. Once again, thank you for everyone for coming today. Look forward to meet you in the future. 我在进那个中文呢，大概那英文呢可能说的还不知道是不是大家都听得清楚啊。我在用中文大概可以解释一下。那个首先呢，感谢那个所有的嘉宾的到来。包括议员、市长，还有我们这个协会的这个会员，特别有些会员呢，就是从中国今天早上刚刚到来，然后我为他们才知道，可能就来了一天，可能就明天就回去了，专门为我们这个会成立而来，我也特别想感激一下。还有呢，我们从这个墨尔本来的，从这个布里斯本来的很多的这些朋友，习近平主席以前就说过，就他一上台的时候，他提过一个，就是中国人有一个中国梦。其实我觉得我们大家都有一个梦想，比如说一个澳洲梦，可能是一个美丽的房子，一个美好的家庭，还有一个旅行。但是我想说呢，我们的使命呢，我们的协会的使命是有一个梦想，能让中澳之间的资本呢有一个完美的一个结合。这里呢，今天这里呢，就是我们一个梦想开始的地方，我们已经走出了第一步。我想我们会用我们的专业，用我们的经验，用我们的强大的政商澳中两国的政商资源，来尽快让我们的梦想实现现实。我大概简单说一下我们明年的目标。我们澳企会的目标明年是要发展，在澳中之间发展200个企业入会，协助大概国内20家企业到澳大利亚挂牌上市。我们还会陆续的设立澳企会的基金。我们的基金的目的就是会投资我们所有入会的这个企业，作为我们的孵化目标呢是大概2到3年呢，我们会孵化一些澳中企业。将来我们的基金的回报呢也是非常可观的，因为就按照澳大利亚目前的市盈率来讲，如果是达到5倍的市盈率，我们的基金的回报都是5倍以上的。所以说呢，我更想说呢，澳企会不是一个协会，它是一个大家参与的一个平台。我想呢，任何将来对澳洲和中国经济有帮助的业务和人员，都是我们欢迎的对象。你们的未来就是我们协会的未来。今天让我们再次为梦想起航，再次感谢大家今天到来，期待我们下次相见。谢谢。
Thank you to the President Anthony for his work there. Can I please welcome the former Mayor of Waya, Zoe, to provide us some comments.
Well, thanks, Andy. 大家好，晚上好。 很高兴在这里。对不起，我的汉语不太好，应该我说英语。So I'm sorry my Chinese is quite limited, but I'm very happy to be here and be part of what I see as a very important event. I'm still actually effectively a member of the interim council of the Central Coast, something called the Local Representation Committee, and was mayor of Lyell Council from 2010 to 2016. As Andy said, the Central Coast, John Hyan, is now the largest council city government in New South Wales by some measure, and is the third largest city government in Australia after Brisbane and Gold Coast. It's got a budget of about $800 million and assets of about $10 billion. So it's an important part now of Sydney, and certainly by far the largest council in Sydney. The story of the Central Coast is the story of Australia. We need investment from overseas, we need foreign investment, and China is a very important source of foreign investment for Australia. To develop our resources, to develop our country, we need foreign investment. So I'm particularly happy to be here and to be part of this event where we've got a new organisation providing a link and a service to connect Chinese entrepreneurs and Chinese investment with Australian business, and to make that process of investing in Australia, developing businesses in Australia, easier. As many of you know, Australia is quite a regulated economy. The law, the finance is quite strict, and so setting up a new public company is something that is quite complicated, quite difficult, and for somebody particularly not from a Western background, I think will be quite challenging. So this new organisation that provides that service, I think, is something that will be greatly appreciated. And as a member, in some ways, of government at the local level, certainly we need to work with organisations like this to make this transition and to assist in getting those businesses that can contribute to our country and to our community up and running and doing that work. I should say too that Andy is what a haupanyo. I've known Andy for a number of years now. He is very committed to improving relationships between Australia and China and developing a bilateral business relationship and at the high level too. And I'm sure it will be successful. So to all those people involved, the team, I'm sure it will be successful. You've got some hard work in front of you, but I think there is great opportunities, and I certainly hope that it is successful. So from me anyhow, Wenxi.
Thank you, Doug, former Mayor of Wyong, for his great comments to the APCA and for his faith and trust, and his obviously his intention to look forward in cooperating and supporting the association. So once again, thank you, and Ruby for coming to the event. So now we're going to have Jenny speak to you all. Jenny is from the Cantonese the Association of the Cantonese, and she'll be here to provide some speech for us. So could you please welcome Jenny.
Good evening, President Tony Liu, and distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm very happy to have this opportunity to hear. So it is time for us to say, and Tony Liu is our deputy and the president. He's very, very active and well done in our association. So today he have the ceremony, opening ceremony for your new performance. It is very, very good, and also it is town. So I hope you all successful. So because English is not very good, so I just let me to speak Chinese. And 尊敬的会长那个 Tony Liu 尊敬的各位今天到会的各位我们的嘉宾先生们女士们，今天大家晚上好。我很高兴今天那个 Tony Liu 我们的新的那个 President 给我这个机会今天给大家见面。今天这个他们成立这个会呢，可以说是真是一个很好的机会，因为是在那个自由贸易之下，04年签署以后，而且是现在在跨国投资的情形之下呢，他设立这个公司是非常好的一个平台，以促进双边的一个上市公司之间的一个交流，来促进他们的一个互相之间的帮助和往来和提高，说是非常好的。当然，希望也就是说，这是一个非常好的开始。我相信，因为这个会在那个汤美丽的领导下，你肯定是会很成功的，而且也是一个开始。他刚刚都有提，明年就是说准备有促进有20多个公司的上市，而且促进一个跟澳洲双边的一个交流，这是我相信他可以做得到的。同时呢，我在这里呢，我也借这个机会，就是说，就是介绍一下，我们会就是刚刚说是我们会呢是叫Cantonese Global Cantonese Association of Australia。我们会呢就是简单的说是整个澳洲的一个总会也就是说所有以讲广东话有关的现在目前为止已经有将近40个会，整个澳洲的。那我们呢就是准备明年就是跟广州总会就是在2月份2月16、17、18号会有举行一个澳洲的一个峰会。我们峰会呢就是说现在目前 expect 有应该现在会有800人参加，而且都是中国是以中国、广东还有北方。还有就是香港、澳门都是一些比较成功的企业家，当然当中也有大中小的企业家一起过来，就是跟我们本地的一个交流。所以当然了，参会当中会有我们的从双边的一个各界领导的非常支持，当时是非常多的精英，还有商务的代表，还有我们企业的代表出席这个活动。所以现在呢，我一个非常简单的一个介绍，就借这个机会我就放介绍一下谢谢。
如今，中基巷后裔分布于世界各地，中基巷的商业街流淌在全世界功夫人的血液里。2017年2月16日到18日，由广东省广府人中基巷后裔海外联谊会、澳洲广府人中基联谊总会联合主办，澳门广府人中基联谊会协办的悉尼2017澳洲商务交流峰会，即将在世界级分会场所澳大利亚悉尼国际会展中心召开。这次峰会将推动澳洲与中国大陆、香港及澳门特区之间的商贸往来与双向投资，为各行业带来巨大的发展商机。悉尼2017澳洲商务交流峰会为期3天，峰会包括主题大会、商务交流和会展3个部分。届时，约600位澳洲两国商界精英领袖汇聚一堂，面对面交流，了解政治经济最新动态，拓展营商网络，聚集11个行业投资发展机会，超过50个投资项目对接，涉及农业、教育、新能源、消费品、旅游、医疗、科技创新、矿业、电子商务、房地产开发、金融等多个发展领域，共同探索澳洲商贸与投资机遇。该次峰会自筹备以来，备受各界重视和关注。峰会总主席广州市原市长、广府人联谊总会会长、广府人中基巷后裔海外联谊会创会会长、澳洲广府人中基联谊总会荣誉会长李子刘先生， 及新南威尔士州长麦克贝尔德、南澳大利亚州长杰伊韦德里、南澳大利亚州反对党领袖史蒂文马歇尔等专门为峰会题赠贺词。峰会期间，澳洲各级政府要员、中国驻澳洲大使馆官员、中国驻悉尼总领事馆官员及澳洲两地企业家精英、行业领袖等嘉宾代表将多荣莅临会议。峰会主席，澳洲广府人珠玑联谊总会荣誉会长、玉湖集团董事长黄向墨先生，广州市原常务副市长、广府人联谊总会执行会长，广东省广府人珠玑巷后裔海外联谊会会长伍亮先生。峰会荣誉主席，中国侨联副主席、广东省原侨联主席王荣宝女士。峰会执行主席，澳洲广府人珠玑联谊总会会长太平绅士康小红。峰会执行主席，广府人联谊总会秘书长，广东省广府人珠玑巷后裔海外联谊会执行会长兼秘书长何建华。惠英东集团行政总裁霍正环先生，香港金城营造集团主席王国强先生，香港新世界集团董事会主席郑家纯先生，澳门财神酒店董事长肖德雄先生，中国汇源果汁集团有限公司董事长朱新礼先生，澳洲广府人珠玑联谊总会荣誉会长，澳洲永光进出口行董事长周光明先生，广州新豪盘投资集团有限公司董事长刘穗龙先生，香江集团总裁翟美金女士，以及 JWDT 控股有限公司董事长陈新广先生等政商名流也将齐聚悉尼现身峰会。悉尼2017澳洲商务交流峰会也获得了玉湖集团、南澳帝皇大厦、百利家樱桃、澳洲集团有限公司以及多家赞助商的鼎力支持。SBS、TVBA 电视台、中国中央电视台、新华社、人民网、腾讯网、澳洲新报、新快报、星岛日报、澳洲中文电视台及各大中文广播电台等数十家中国媒体及澳洲本地媒体将联合报道本次峰会，共襄盛举。2017年2月16日到18日，悉尼2017澳洲商务交流峰会即将与澳洲商界有识之士携手启程，促进“一带一路”下澳洲双向交流共赢发展，为未来澳洲经济乃至全球经济发展提供强大助力。悉尼2017澳洲商务交流峰会，期待您的到来。
Thank you so much. For more information, please come to and contact our president and Tony Liu. Thank you.
So thank you, Jenny from the Cantonese Association, to provide us insight into your association and the events that you're doing that have some sort of interconnection and link to what we're referring today. So can I please welcome to you all the person that we have been waiting for and is the hosting member of this function, the Honourable Matt King MP, which is also the Parliamentary Secretary to the Treasurer of New South Wales Parliament, also a member of Parliament that's representing Hornsby. So please welcome Matt King. So Matt, can you please sit on the VIP table? So I've known Matt for a while, and Matt is one of the hardest working parliamentarians we have in New South Wales, delivering a lot of potential for his community, for Hornsby, and also providing support to the Australian and China businesses and opportunities. So once again, please provide our round of applause to Matt. So the president and the VIP guests and even Dog here from Wyong have provided their speeches, and we were just wondering whether it's possible for you to provide comments onto APCA. So we'll have you here now. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, It is a great honour for me to be here today. Can I start by sending my apologies for being a bit late? I've actually been held up with the Premier of New South Wales, and when I told him why I had to get away, he was delighted to hear that I was at the launch of this great organisation. Andy and his family have been wonderful friends to the New South Wales Government, and I want to thank you for the opportunity to be involved. And let me just say this about this organisation. It's an opportunity for companies, business, to connect with government at a New South Wales level and at a federal level. And I'm here as the Parliamentary Secretary to the Treasurer, so I've got a pretty good idea about the importance of business working with government in New South Wales. And let me also say this. The relationship between New South Wales and China is strong. In fact, China is our largest single trading partner, and it will be for many years into the future. And that relationship has underpinned the strength of the New South Wales economy. It has underpinned it to date, and it will underpin it going forward into the future. So the message I want to send each and every one of you here today involved in this great organisation is that New South Wales is open to business. We want a strong working relationship with Chinese businesses, because not only will it help your businesses succeed, it will help our state continue to thrive. So I'm delighted to be associated with this organisation and the many fine people who are involved with it. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you here today. Your success in business is also our success in New South Wales. And let me tell you, it's a great time to be doing business in New South Wales. We are the powerhouse of the nation. We have the fastest and strongest economic growth. We have the lowest rate of unemployment. And after some difficult decisions that we've taken around reforming our electricity industry, we have a lot of money available to spend on important infrastructure. Infrastructure that will turbocharge this economy, infrastructure opportunities that will provide business opportunity to grow and to partner with government to deliver great outcomes for our communities. So I welcome you here today. I thank you for getting involved in this great organisation. I thank you, Andy, for the work you've done in connecting the Chinese community, businesses with government, and I look forward to working with you all for many years into the future. If there's a way that I can support what you're trying to achieve, there's a way I can work with you to ensure our mutual success, your mutual success in business, our mutual success in the state of New South Wales, then it'd be a great honour for me to do so. Thank you again. I look forward to meeting you after as we have some refreshments.
Thank you so much to the member for Hornsby, and more importantly, the Parliamentary Secretary to the Treasurer, Matt Keane. Matt is a wonderful person doing a lot of great stuff for his community. Known him for a long time. I used to go to Hornsby every single week. I never told him this, but and I've seen him always out there doing really hard work and supporting a lot of events, a lot of associations, a lot of businesses and businesses like this to help stronger and strengthen the community and the state. So once again, thank you, Matt. So now we're going to welcome our associate member, Mr. David Lee, to provide us some words that you have towards the association.
Firstly, I think it's very, we received very permanent rain today. Since I entered the door, the rain stopped. But I picked this up a little bit on the way to the Parliament House with the beautiful rain. But in Chinese, I think that's lucky, isn't it? 风调雨顺. Okay, before I make the delivery, I'd like to have a bit of presentation by the video that telling you that who I am and where we come from.
入侵者所到之处，城市被破坏严重。
Anyhow, we can leave that to the last. Firstly, that the Honourable Dao Eaton yeah, Honourable Matthew King, and Mr. Tony Liu, the chairman of APCA. It is an honour to be invited to participate in the opening ceremony of this great event and big organisation as to be initiated by Mr. Tony Liu. I think that's a great endeavour to be receiving great success in the short future. And also that they're being very pleased to be the fundamental member for this group and as the Australian Public Company Association. The free trade agreement has just been signed between Chinese and Australian governments in 2015, which not only given that Australian unprecedented opportunity to access the fast-growing region and also the third position in China's future growth, but also provide the Australia to have great, enormous opportunity to China to access Australia in terms of those that competitive advantage in different sectors of Australian industries, such as the agriculture, farm, food, health, and absolutely resources and energy, of course, the financial services. With foundation of those association, I believe it will greatly enhance the bilateral connections between Australia and China, in especially the financial sector, that embrace the new opportunity in the future for the listing the Chinese Tier 1 asset in Australian Stock Exchange. To that end, as an emerging mining company, HTL, and the full name is High Titanium Resources and Technology Limited, has been working for more than 14 years in the mining sector to achieve the Mining Environmental Authority and the mining license in this industry, and to be putting endeavour to mine the titanium resource in Australia to export it to China and the global market as well. Titanium is a kind of generally acknowledged future metal that can be wisely used in a lot of area, especially in the industrial area, like airplane, spaceship, the power stations, and also the surgical application like the joint replacement, like artificial bones, that can be used because it does have a very good connection for the human nature, which has been specified as a very, very advanced future industry to be focused for all different countries in the world. The value that this association to be established, and I value the connection between Australia and China. Therefore, we would be keen to be part of the group and the association that to make the future better and better. And I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
High Titanium Resource and Technology. So that was background to Mr. David Lee, our associate member of the association. And that was just a representation of one business. So as I understand the potential that APCA have in connecting businesses together, businesses from Australia locally, businesses from China, and together cooperating with state governments, local governments, and making a difference to the community.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I recognise the APC Union Proprietary Limited and Wenxi-Commercial.
Pleasure to meet you.